Alright, X-Men fans, now we're talking, getting into the meat of this wave. Here we have Hasbro Marvel Legends Cable from the X-Men Legends series here in 2016. Again, very excited to have an X-Men centric line, so this is a really cool looking figure. Same box as everybody else, got some cool art here on the side, same art replicated on both sides. The back has a shot of all the figures in the wave, and Juggernaut the Build-A-Figure. For the bio, we have a lifelong soldier. Cable perfected his fighting prowess when a technological virus suppressed his natural psychic abilities. So that's what separates this guy from Nate Gray, who I'm really not even sure if he's still in the comic books or not. I assume he is somewhere, right? Unless he got killed, I don't know. He'll probably be back. Bottom has no credits or anything, so that's pretty much it for the packaging. Let's get him open. And here we have Cable out of packaging, looking like the cover to every X-Force and Cable comic you've ever seen. Very cool action figure. This is his modern look from the comic books, so it's very different from the look I grew up with in the 90s. He includes the Juggernaut belt and hips piece. And you can see there's some really nice texturing here on the belt. I like it. This isn't a separate piece. And despite my original belief, this is actually a raised element here. You can see the belt buckle. It sort of looks like it just kind of melds in and is part of the sculpt, but it's not just painted on. It is actually sculpted. So it looks very good. And then the hips themselves, pretty unremarkable. I mean, it's just a hips piece. So not a big deal. Get that out of the way. Now, the figure himself, this guy is very slick. As I said, this is based on his modern look in the comic book. So he's got, the technovirus has gone a little bit crazier on him here. He's got a little bit more of himself exposed, it looks like. You can see it going down his neck and onto his, if you can see it, let me see if I can get some light in there. Maybe not. But it goes down into his chest area there as well. So some very nice sculpt work there. I really dig that. In addition to the Build-A-Figure piece, he also comes with these guns, which he can hold fairly successfully. We've got his giant pistol. He always has some kind of giant pistol. And then this giant, looks like a type of assault rifle. It's got a forward grip on it. Both of these are the same casted metallic green. No painted elements on them except for the bullets hanging out the back here, which are removable. I don't really know why, but you can remove them. I think this is an old sculpt too, and I think it goes back maybe as far as the Forge 2-pack. I can't recall if that's the exact same one or just one similar to it. I think Hope came with a similar gun, but I don't remember if it's the exact same one or not. But both very Liefeld or Liefeld, however you want to pronounce it, looking guns. They're very thin and kind of sticky looking. And then it's just like a flat surface on the front, so very Liefeld, just kind of nondescript plasma / bullet weapons. You ever notice in Liefeld drawings that the front of the guns are flat and look like lasers, but then have bullets sticking out of them? Or they have bullets strapped across their chest? Just interesting observation. So figure himself, very slick, very cool. And if you're wondering why he looks so familiar, it is because he is based on another figure that was just recently released. That would be Nuke from the Captain America line that was released not too long ago, actually. This is a fairly new figure. I've only seen him in stores, I think, once or twice. I believe it was the Captain America line. But yeah, very clever reuse of parts. Because Nuke's got this vest on, you don't notice that this belt part is a separate piece, but he's got the same one on. They use the same pocketed pants, or like they've got pouches here on the side. Of course, it's got pouches. It's part and parcel for the character, right? His straps are painted on the bottom here, whereas Nuke's are not. The only major difference, they do use the same boots themselves, but the lower calf, or the calf area, all of this is unique to Nuke and unique to Cable. He does not feature the same swivel, which is a bummer because I would have liked to have the swivel there, and they could have just glued this part on over, but you know, whatever. The right arm would be the same sculpt. Left arm, of course, is unique, and then the torso is all completely unique as well. So if any of the parts looked reused, it was a very good reuse in this case. I really like how they did it. It looks very slick. So yeah, as I said, they've done a really good job at replicating his comic look. We've got some really nice patterns here. All of this is really cool. We've got some, pop the head off. You can see there's some nice ribbing. Oh, now you can see in there. I should have done that earlier. Some nice ribbing around the collar. The back has this nice techno pattern and everything. Everything just looks really slick, very futuristic sci-fi, very cable-y. He has a big X tattoo on his right arm, which I didn't even realize he had in the books. I guess I must have missed it. He's got a little bit more of a scar than he used to have. If you can see, if I can get some light, there we go. It goes down on his lip as well as over his eye, so they have changed that a little bit. We've got a newly sculpted, as I said, chest, but also this torso piece here. This is all new. And then some very nice boots and these shin guards here, which are unique to both sides. They didn't just take the same piece and then swap it. They actually sculpted each one unique. So very, very cool. I really like the look of this guy. Just awesome from top to bottom. Now, in terms of articulation, he's got the same ball-jointed head that we're used to seeing in the line. It is a little bit more hindered than some of the others that I've seen in the line so far, but still pretty good. I mean, left and right is no issue. Tilt, he's got a little bit of suffer there, and then, you know, just a little bit up and down. But then, of course, he does have the hinge, so he can look further back, but it is blocked by the back piece here, and then really far down, so that's good. Swivel hinges in the shoulders. Go out about that far. Yeah, that's as far as it's going to go. Swivels in just above the biceps. We've got double hinges. First hinge will take you about 90 degrees, and then second hinge only gets you up to there because of the size of the muscles. Not a huge deal. The interesting thing about this being a new torso is that it offers a new joint. Instead of just having a hinge in the middle here, he's actually got a separate ball joint. So he's got forward movement about down to there. Move his arm out of the way. About down to there. Back, about to there. And then we've got tilt to the left, right, well, his left and right. And then, of course, you know, a twist. And then, in addition, this piece down here has its own swivel at the waist, so he can go all the way around there, too. So, very posable in the midsection, very cool. He can't do the splits, but he can go out about that far. Forward, very, very nice. Back, again, limited by the butt, as most Marvel characters are, Marvel Legends. And then we've got twist in the thigh. Double hinge knees. First point is 90 degrees. Second point, a little limited by the size of the character, so not a full 90 degrees there. As I said, no swivels in the boots, unfortunately, but we do have back almost straight down. Very cool. Forward is blocked by the shin guard here, so can't get as much as he might be able to if this piece wasn't here. It looks like there's some more room for it to move on the actual sculpt itself under there, but you know, it's just part of the design, I guess. I would have probably just cut that a little bit higher, and if you want to, you could probably cut it a little bit higher and then just paint where you cut. But then we also have swivels right here. And you see there's some flex to this boot piece so that when you turn the foot, it's not going to impede anything. So pretty cool. This guy, I would say, in terms of value, is a really solid buy. I like him quite a bit. Now, as I said, he's built on the Nuke body, and being built on that body pretty much makes him tower over everybody else. He's much taller than Machine Man. He's much taller than the females in the line, and he ends up topping out at just under 7 inches tall. So right at about 6 and maybe 7/8. So pretty tall figure. I like him a lot. Looks great. As I was saying, value-wise, this guy, I think, is one of the better deals of the line. I mean, obviously, Deadpool's going to win, but what are you going to do? We've got 2 rifles, lots of new sculpting in here, some of it clever reuse, but still. We also get the Build-A-Figure piece, 20 bucks, great articulation, good paint, for what's there. I mean, always they could do better on paint, but that is Marvel Legends as it is today, so I think it's a good buy. I would definitely get it, especially if you're a Cable fan, X-Men fan, whatever. But it's just a great action figure, cool sci-fi figure if you're into just sci-fi like heroes. It would probably actually look pretty good with NECA's Heroes of the Storm, just kind of that weird, cool-looking guy hero. So, yeah, that's it for this review. If you have any questions or comment, please throw them in the box below. I'll be glad to answer them. Glad to talk about anything to do with the figure. Like I said, I really enjoyed these figures so far, so I'm excited to talk about them. And if you're feeling froggy, give me a subscription, and I'll be doing some more of these Marvel Legends reviews in addition to a lot of other stuff that's backed up. So that's it. I'll talk to you later, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye.